శుభోదయం. వెల్కమ్
ఎవరి
టు
క్లాస్ ఉంది? నాదా ప్రభు గారు?
మీదేనండి.
ఓకే.
శుభోదయం. Welcome all to the session. Please mute yourself. Welcome to the session of the 7th batch of certificate course on Sanatana Dharma, organized by Veda Samskruti Samiti in association with VYV Vidyapith. Today we'll be having the Samskrutam language class by Akala Prabhakar Rao garu, who is our president of Veda Samskruti Samiti. So we start the day with Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Subrajyosna Pulakitayaminim, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhinim, Suhasinim, Sumadhurabhashinim, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Now I request Venkat Narayan garu do the Pradhana.
Yes, sir. Meditation for a minute followed by 3 times Omkar. ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामविद्रवतु। ॐ श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे। नमो गुरो परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मां पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।
ధన్యవాదాలు వెంకటనారాయణ గారు. కెన్ యూ ఆల్సో డూ ది సంస్కృత గీతం ప్లీజ్?
पठामि संस्कृतं न?
No, no, other one. Either one, no problem.
पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। संस्कृतस्य प्रसाराय नैजं सर्वं ददाम्यहम्। संस्कृतस्य सदा भक्तो वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। संस्कृतस्य कृते जीवन् संस्कृतस्य कृते यजन् आत्मानमाहुतं मन्ये वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्।
ధన్యవాదాలు వెంకటనారాయణ. Okay, thank you. Now I request Prabhakar Rao garu to go ahead with the class, please.
हरि ओम नमस्कारः सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारं व्याहरामि स्वागतं प्रवेशकक्षायां संस्कृतकक्षायां सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं व्याहरामि. I invite everybody to the Samskrutam class today, and today probably third class. First class we did introduction, second class we studied the lesson 1, and now the second lesson we should go. Before that we should just review the first class. Before that I will start with the slokam. केयूरान विभूषयन्ति पुरुषम् हारान चन्द्रोज्ज्वला न स्नानं न विलेपनं न कुसुमं नालङ्कृता मूर्धजा वाण्येका समलङ्करोति पुरुषम् या संस्कृता धार्यते क्षीयन्ते खलु भूषणानि पुरुषं या वाग्भूषणं भूषणम्. बलदेवानन्दसागरं नमस्कृत्य इदानीं वयं संस्कृतकक्षा आरम्भं कुर्मः. We studied in the first lesson about the origin of the Samskrita Shabdas from Maheshwara Sutras, and then the Swaras and Vyanjanas, and then Akshara, how Akshara is formed, a combination of Swara and Vyanjana is Aksharam, and two Aksharas becomes a word, and that words will be, 5 types will be there: Namavachaka, Sarvanama, Visheshana, Avyaya, and Kriyapadani. And these things will have how Namavachakam will be there, how Sarvanama will be there, how Kriyapadam will be there, Vartamana Kalam, we studied that. And in Namavachakam we will have 3 lingas: Punlinga, Strilinga, Napusalinga, and the thumb rule for Punlinga is having ending with Visarga, and the thumb rule for Strilinga Sabda is Dirgham. Mostly, it's an exceptional case will be there, but mostly you can recognize a Punlinga Sabda with Visarga and Strilinga Sabda with Dirgham, and Napusaka Sabda with Anuswara, So these are the 3 fundamental thumb rule identification for the 3 Linga Sabdas. And then we studied around the Kriya Padams, Vartamana Kala Kriya Padam, and we also studied about the Pradhama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, and Uttama Purusha. The Pradhama Purusha is the 3rd person in English, and Madhyama Purusha is 2nd person, you in English, and Uttama Purusha, I in English. The Uttama Purusha Shabdam is only one Shabdam, I, that is Aham, and Madhyama Purusha Shabdam is only one Shabdam, that is you, that is Tvam. Okay. And then all other Shabdas in the world, they are all Pradhama Purusha Shabdas. whatever Shabda is there, that Shabda, any name, anything, these things are Namvachakam, Sarvanam, that identification are made, but all these other Shabdas are Prathama Purush Shabdas, you can say, Namvachakam or Sarvanam. So the only Shabda for Uttama Purusha is I, and the only Shabda for Madhyama Purusha is you. That is, I means Aham. Aham means the Shabdam name is Asmat Shabdam, and you means Shabdam name is Yushmat Shabdam. So, other than these two Shabdas, all other Shabdas are Prathama Purusha Shabdas in the language. So that please stamp in your mind, never get confused on these issues. When you are using the Prathama Purusha Shabda as Karta, the Kriya will be different. When you use the Madhyama Purusha Shabda as Karta, the Kriya will be different. And when you use, the Kriya means verb, it will be different. And when you use Uttama Purusha Shabda, then that is Asma Shabda, then the Kriya will be different. So the Kriyas will be in three Purushas, Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha and Uttama Purusha. And similarly, all the either Namvachakam or Sarvanamam or Visheshanam or Kriya will be there in all the three numbers, that is Vachana, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam. Then all the three Vachanam, these things will be there. Now we'll go for the second lesson. With this, we have completed first lesson, making with some small sentences such as Balaha Patati. Those things we also were completed, simple sentences. Karta and Kriya. Karta and Kriya. Ekavachan Karta, Ekavachan Kriya. Prathama Purusha Karta, Prathama Purusha Kriya. And then Bahuvachan Karta and Bahuvachan Kriya. For that up to that portion we have completed. So now we will go to the second lesson. Let me share the second lesson now.
ప్రభాకర్ గారు మీ వీడియో ఆన్ చేయాలి, అది ఆఫ్ అయిపోయింది.
Video.
Kindly switch on your
video.
video.
I made it purposefully. I'll take another 5 minutes to open it.
Take it. It's okay.
Okay. I shared the first lesson in the class in the group. Probably everybody must have seen that first lesson and read it. If any doubts are there, they can raise their hand. Now I can discuss on that aspect now. Any doubt on first lesson? You can raise your hand and ask the question. Okay, there are no question on first lesson. Let us go to second lesson.
Radha Kumari garu has raised the hand.
Yeah, what is your doubt, ma'am?
Shubhodayam, sir. Sir, sorry I missed the generalization with Striling, Karta. What does it start with, like Puruling, Ramaha, Napusangling? It starts with like Phalam. What about the Striling? Akarant.
Akarant. Akarant
Akarant.
or Ikarant or Ukarant, anything long. Long vowel at the end. Long vowel at the end indicates Srilingam, but normally, this is normal case. Exceptions are there. Lakshmi has got Visarga. Strilinga Shabda. Okay.
And if like Dhenu.
Dhenuhu, Visarga is there. Strilinga Shabda. There are all exceptions.
Dhenu.
General rule. I told you, give a thumb rule. Just thumb rule.
Yeah.
Just not a generalized rule. Okay. It's not of all.
Okay.
Some exceptions are there.
Thank you.
Mata, Rukaran Sabdam is there. Mata, Akaran Sabdam. See, this looks like Akaranta, but it's not akarantam, it is rukarantam. So some
Yeah.
exceptions are like that.
Okay.
So pita
Okay.
is
Thank.
looks like a long letter, but it is pitru shabdam.
Yeah.
Rukaranta
Oh.
pitru shabdam. Visarga is not there,
Oh.
but it is pullinga shabdam. Okay.
Yes.
So the identification for pullinga shabda is visarga, and identification for Shrilinga shabda is dirgham, generally. And
Dirgham.
Samskrutam is
Okay.
the
Okay.
for Napuska shabda.
Okay.
Any other doubt on first
No,
lesson?
sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Karta and Kriya. That is the simple sentence. Karta and Kriya. Karta means the person who does that Kriya. Who does that work. Kriya means work. Who does that work is Karta. That Karta Sabdam is Namvachaka Sabdam or Sarvanama Sabdam normally. And then the Kriya will be the work that is being done by him. If that fellow is one person, one singular Kriya will be there. If that fellow, many people are doing it, Bahuvachan Kriya will be there. So singular, plural, and there is one more concept in Sanskritam, dual. Two people also, there is a separate Kriya for that. So if one person is doing Kriya Sabdam is different. If two people are doing that work, then Kriya Sabdam is different. If many people are more than two are doing, the Kriya Sabdam is different. Ekavachanam, Divachanam, and Bahuvachanam. Patati, Patataha, Patanti. Balaha Patati, Balau Patataha, Balaha Patanti. Amba, Shrilinga Sabdam. Amba Pachati, Ambe Pachataha, Ambaha Pachanti. Shrilinga Sabdam. Napusabdam. Pushpam Vikasati, Pushpe Vikasataha, Pushpani Vikasanti. So this is the Pullinga Karta, Strilinga Karta, Napuskalekta sentences with Kriya, same type of Kriya, Patati or Pachati or Vikasati, Ti. The T indicates Vartamana Kala. So before going to more details on verbs and other things, let us go to the second concept of the basic concept in Samskritam is root word concept. The root words, all words or sabda or verbs or kriya padani are formed from base dhatus. These dhatus let us call mula dhatu for ease of understanding. These total available mula dhatus are 2000 plus, 2100 or some odd are there. Only 2100 dhatus are there, mula dhatu sabdas are there in Samskritam. And from this, from crores of words are created using various principles of Vyakarana. That is the strength of the Sanskritam, and is not fixed. The number of creation of words is not fixed. It can be continuously, new words can come using new concepts, using principles of that. New words can always be created. That provision is also there. The more and more you go into details, the more and more you will understand this concept. But as of date, you understand that Sanskritam was not a limited language of having 2 lakh sabdas or 3 lakh sabdas or 4 lakh sabdas like that. It has got a continuous operation of eligibility of capacity of expansion. And the Mula Dhatus are only 2000. That's all. But principles are many by which more and more words can be created. So some principles we know. We cannot learn all the principles in few classes. It needs some years of study. So base Mula Dhatu plus some Vyakarana Sutram becomes root word for a Sabda which is called Pratipadika. From that Pratipadika word, all the words nouns, pronouns, avyayas and visheshnas will form. That is called Pratipadika Shabda. If you say Ramaha, Ramaha means Rama, name of the person. When you say, what is your name? Ramaha. You cannot say Rama. Rama is Pratipadika. Rama is Mula Shabda for that. That is called root word of the Pratipadika for Shabda. From that Shabda, the usage as a first case subject, when he is doing the work, he should be called as Ramaha. Ramaha Patati. You cannot say Rama Patati. That visarga is the prachayam that is to be added. That is called prachayam, a suffix to be added to make it karta, doing the work. Similarly, some other places, some other prachayas will be there accompanying. So now, Mula Dhatu plus some Vyakarana Sutram is there, Panini Vyakarana Sutram is there, will be there, which we are not studying those things, sutras now. We are only just learning the application part of it. That becomes a Pratipadika word. And that Pratipadika becomes, is plus added by a Prachayam, becomes Padam that is being used in the sentences. So Rama plus Prachayam that is used, that becomes a Ramaha. Becomes a Ramaha, the person who is doing that work. So similarly, Mula Dhatu plus Vyakarana Sutram makes a root word Dhatu. It is called Dhatu. This Dhatu plus Prachayam becomes a verb, the work that is being done by that person. So this concept should be clearly understood, because whenever this Prachayam will have some different Prachayams will be there for different cases of operation, applications. So this Mula Dhatu will be always same. So when I just told the Ramaha Balaha Patati, Balau Patataha, Balaha Patanti, then what did I say? Patati, Ti Prachayam first added. Then when two people are doing, I said Patataha, Taha Prachayam is added. When many people are doing, I added Anti Prachayam, Patanti. So Ti, Ataha, Anti, Ti, Taha, Anti. These are the Prachayas which identify it is a singular or dual or plural. Also, that identifies the time when it is being done. It is being done now, or it has been done in the past, or it is going done in the future. This Ti, Taha, Anti indicates the work is being done now by the person concerned. Balaha Patati means Balaha is doing the work now, he is reading now. That is the indication of Vartamana Kala. You all know about it. Now, now from Om Swara, Om Shabda in the universe, Maheshwar Sutras have come. From Maheshwar Sutras, Varnamala has come. From Varnamala, the 2100 Dhatu Shabdas are formed. These 2100 Dhatu Shabdas comes into two rupas. One is Pratipadika Shabda, another is Dhatu Shabda. Pratipadika Shabdaha, Dhatu Shabdaha. So Pratipadika Shabdas forms Pratipadika Shabdaha plus Prachayam is equal to Shabdaha. That is called Padam or Shabdaha. Namvachaka, Sarvanama, Visheshana, Avyayacha, Padani. These are the words that are formed by the Pratipadika Shabda. And from Dhatu Shabda forms plus a Tiganta Prachaya. It's called Tiganta Prachaya. This is called Kriya Shabda. This Ti, Pat plus the Ti, what I told, that Ti is called Tiganta Prachaya. That Tiganta Prachaya, that Prachayas we will understand more and more in detail later. But as on date, you understand this much. Dhatu Shabda plus a Prachaya becomes a Kriya Shabda. Then, from this base concept, crores of Shabdas are in use. Then becomes the Kriya Padam. What is Kriya Padam? Verb. Dhatu plus Ganam plus Tinga Prachaya is Kriya Padam. This what is Gana Swarupam. The Gana Swarupam is these 2000 Dhatus have been divided into 10 Ganas. Dhatu plus Ganam plus Ting Prachaya is equal to Kriya Padam. That is root word plus type of the Gana and suffix word becomes verb. And these Dhatus are 2100. These Dhatus are three types. Parasmaipadi Dhatus, Atmanepadi Dhatus and Ubhayapadi Dhatus. And Ganas are 10. The first category is 10 Ganas. These 2100 Dhatus are divided into 10 Ganas. And each Gana group will have three types of Dhatus. That is Parasmaipadi Dhatus, Atmanepadi Dhatus and Ubhayapadi Dhatus. This Ting Prachaya will be, Parasmaipadi Dhatu will be there, Atmanepadi Dhatu will be there separately, Ubhayapadi Dhatu will be both combinedly for Parasmaipadi and Atmanepadi, which it has in the Ubhayapadi Dhatu. If a word, if a Kriya is using Parasmaipadi Dhatu and Atmanepadi Dhatu also, Atmanepadi Prachayam also, Parasmaipadi Prachayam and Atmanepadi Prachayam also, then that verb is called Ubhayapadi verb or Ubhayapadi Rupam of the verb. So, more details will be given later when we discuss about the verbas, lakaras, etc. Now we'll talk about dhatu shabda, root. Root dhatu plus gana prachayam, verb root plus dhatu. So pat plus a, patha, vand plus a, vanda, pach plus a is not a, pat plus a, patha, vand plus a, vanda, pach plus a, pacha. Pat plus a, patha, vand plus a, vanda, pach plus a, pacha, pat plus pat, vand, pacha are the three words that are formed here. The patha is the parasmepad dhatu, verb formed from parasmepad dhatu and gana, first gana, that is a gana. That is bhad, it is called bhadi gana. In the future we will understand more and more about this. But there will be a gana rupam, that gana is represented by a here. Pat plus a, patha, vand plus a, vanda, pacha plus a, pacha. All the three, pat, vand, pacha, all the three belong to one gana. In that one gana, that is for which the symbolic word is a. That gana name is bhadi gana. That bhadi gana group, pat or vand or pach, it is identified by this gana prachaya a. This is called vikarana prachaya. Pat plus a, patha, vand plus a, vanda, pach plus a, pacha. So dhat plus verb root plus tiganta prachaya is called verb. This is third next concept. So verb root, dhatu plus verb root. This is the form. Now we had patha, vanda, pacha, vanda and pacha we understood now. From this, when we add tiganta prachaya for this, becomes a verb. That is actual kriya. So these dhatus are three types, as I told earlier: parasmepadi, apnepadi and vypadi. When we add this tiganta prachaya, that becomes patha plus te, patati, vanda plus te. So for parasmepadi we added ti, for apnepadi we added te. And for ubhayapadi we can use ti also, we can use te also. Pachati and pachate, both we can use. So patati, vandate, pachati, pachate. So if we use parasmepad dhatu, we have to use only three prachayam. When you are using apnepad dhatu, we have to use te prachayam. When you are using ubhayapad dhatu, we can use apply it with ti also, we can apply with te also. Some places with ti, some places with te. We will understand later where we will apply te and where we will apply ti. Okay. So the gana prachaya, that is a, that a name is vikarana prachaya. And this ti prachaya is called akhyata prachaya. So patati kriya has got three parts: pat plus a plus ti, patati. Pat plus a plus ti, patati. Pat is mula dhatu, that is, then a is a category of the dhatu, that is first category or second category or third category, like that. First category prachaya is a. That prachaya name is vikarana prachaya. A, pat plus a, dhatu plus vikarana prachaya. Up to that it becomes patha. Then when you add akhyata prachaya, which indicates time, whether you are doing now or in the past or in the future, that you have got another prachaya, that is called akhyata prachaya. When you add akhyata prachaya, that becomes kriya. Patha plus 3, pathati. That ti indicates vartamana kala prachaya for parasmepadi dhatu. If you are using apnepad dhatu vand, then it will be te. When you are using ubhayapad dhatu, that pacha ubhayapad dhatu can be used with parasmepadi prachaya ti or apnepadi prachaya te. This is the other concept you should remember. Now, in this case, dhatu ganas is, how many dhatu ganas are there? We are just discussing here. Okay. Now 10 dhatu ganas are there. Bhadi dhatu, which has got a prachaya, and other dhatu, other prachayas are there. We will discuss later.
Once a year, I do an alcohol shock therapy. And how much do you drink on that day? I don't drink that day.
Okay. Bhadi prachaya, bhadi gana is first gana, for which the vikarana prachaya is a. And Adadi Dhatu is Adadi Prachanda. Gana is another group of Ganas, which has got this Bhadi Dhatu is got later of Gana is Bhu. First Gana is Bhu. From Bhu, Bhavati formed. Verb form is Bhavati. In this Bhavati, A is there, Vikarana Prichaya. Then T is the Kala Prichaya, that is Akhyata Prichaya, Tikanta Prichaya. This Bhavati is verb form. And then Adadi is next group, Adadihi. Adi is the Mola Dhatu for that. Atti is the verb form. Then for this Vikarana Parichaya will be nothing, no Vikarana Parichaya here. Like that, 10 Vikarana Parichayas will be there, which we are not giving to you now. We will give later. Juhut Chadi, third group. Divadihi, third group, fourth group. For that, the Adadi Parichaya is verb form is Atti. Adi is the Mola Dhatu. And Juhot Chadi, Mola Dhatu is Hu. And Kriya Rupam is Juhoti. Divadi, Mola Dhatu is Div. Kriya Rupam is Divyati. And Swadhi, the Mola Dhatu is Sumi. The Kriya Rupam is Sunoti. Tudadihi, the Mola Dhatu is Tud. And Kriya Rupam is Tudati. And Runadhi, Rudhadhi, Ruddh Dhatu. The Kriya Rupam is Runadhi. And Tanadhi, Tanu Dhatu. Tanoti is the Kriya Rupam. And Krayadhi, Kri is the Kriya Rupam, Dhatu Rupam. And Krinati is Kriya Rupam. And then Churadihi, Chur is the Kriya Rupam, Dhatu Rupam. And Chorayati is the Kriya Rupam. And these Kriya Rupas are formed after adding this Gana Prachaya to this plus Akhyata Prachaya. So Gana Prachaya is different Prachayas for different things. I will tell later, next class. This is the Any doubts on this? Please raise your hands. Let's give me a time.
Yeah, Suresh Garu.
Namaskaram అండి. These 10 ganas, are the 2000 dhatus divided into these 10 ganas? So there's
Yeah,
few other-
2001 divided into 10 ganas. Correct.
Okay. Is this random, or there is a way to break them down? Can we identify the ganas based on the root?
Yeah, that is our experience only you will get.
Okay. Thank you.
That these ganas are belong to this group. They are given like that. Panini has given like that. You cannot identify ourselves. They are given it. They are all the dhatus under this Bhu Dhatu, like that he has given. And while using, we'll understand is having which dhatus are there for this. Okay.
Okay, Radha Kumar Garu.
Ji sir, what is this leader of Gana? Sorry, I'm not able to follow this concept of Gana.
Name,
Gana.
you see, Bhadi ganas, there are about 70-80 ganas will be there out of 1100. Dhatus, more dhatus will be there. Okay. This first gana, Bhadi gana, there will be so many dhatus like Bhu Dhatu, Pat Dhatu, Vad Dhatu, Creed Dhatu, like that, indicating each work. Okay. And in that, the name has given taking the Bhu as the first Dhatu. So as such, the name of Bhadi has come, Bhu later means which indicates the name. From Bhu Dhatu it has come Bhavadi. And from Adhatu it has come Adati, like that. Aditi, Adadi Dhatu, like that. So for easy understanding, I told that's a leader of the group. Doesn't mean doesn't have any portfolio, doesn't have any responsibilities. The name has come from that dhatu. Any other doubt?
No,
Do you
sir.
understand this concept of pat plus a plus the? This
Sir, I got that. Pat plus a plus t, and I got that there are two pratyaya.
yeah.
First one is vikarna pratyaya, that is added to the root, and then there is akhyat pratyaya that is according to the time.
Yes.
I
Exactly.
got till
Not the
there,
way,
but
not only time, it is a question of the usage of the dhatu, how it is used, whether it is used for Vartamana kalam, so Bhota kalam, there are Bhota kalam, 2-3 types are there, Bhavishyat kalam, 2-3 types are there, which type it is used. And not only that, some type say Agna, order, when you do order, when you say Vidhi, when you say Ashish, how difference, that pratyas will differ. There are 10 types like that.
okay.
That will be discussed later. So I will go to next lesson. Let me close this lesson here. Let me open the third lesson. Did I close this second lesson?
No, you are continuing with the same
Second
presentation.
lesson, continuing.
Right now it is the leader of Gana, and that table is going on, the Dhatu Ganas.
That is visible now for you people.
Yeah, Dhatu Ganas is visible. The table is visible.
How to delete that? I have to go to share.
Okay. Should I? So, how do I do that?
Let me do that. Yeah, I did that. Okay.
Okay.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The total
Now
presentation is gone.
I will share the next lesson now.
Right.
So could you see the third lesson now? Lesson 3.
It is coming. Yeah. It is less.
Yeah. Now let us understand the concept of subject, Katrupadam, Karta. Nouns and pronouns. Now this could be Karta, could be noun, or it could be pronoun. Namvachaka, they are called Namvachaka Shabda or Sarvanama Shabda. The words used for Katrupadam can be nouns or pronouns. In a sentence, there will be a verb. Verb means action. In Samskrutam, it is called Kriya Padam. If any action is there, then there should be a person or anyone who does that action or work, which also called as verb. That word used to tell about that person who does the work is Kartrupadam or Karta or subject. In English, subject, it's called Karta or Kartrupadam. Kartrupadam, the person who is doing that work is Kartrupadam. Balaha Patati. Patati means reading. Who is reading? Bala is reading. So Bala is the Kartrupadam there. Patati is the Kriya Padam there. So Kartrupadam and Kriya Padam. That Kartrupadam concept we are talking about. The Kartrupadam is the person who is doing that work. Balaha patati means boy reads. The person who does the work reading the bala. So bala is called as Kartrupadam. The Kartrupadam can be balaha, balika, mitram. That means either male or female or neutral. Ramaha or Harihi, Guruhu, Pita, they are all male sabdas. Similarly, Rama, Sita, Gauri, Mata, etc. are called as Strilinga sabdas. These are the names that is nouns of person doing the work or action. Noun in Sanskritam called as Namavachakam. Noun sabda in Sanskritam is called Namavachaka sabdam. Then the word that is used in place of noun is called pronoun. In place of noun, if you use some other word, then that is called pronoun. That you all know. Say Ramaha, instead of Ramaha, if I say Saha, that means that person. Or if I say I am, this person. Or Yeshaha, this person. Then that is pronoun sabda. You are using in place of Rama, Saha. That person called Rama. So that person, the what you say, Saha, is the pronoun sabda, that is Sarvanama sabda. Sarvanama sabda, Sarvanamam. That pronoun is Sanskritam called as Sarvanama. When say Ramaha patati, Ramaha patati, and also we can say Saha patati. Saha patati Sarvanama sabda, and Ramaha patati is the Namvachaka sabda. So hence we can use Namvachakam or Sarvanamam as Karta. Next. Then genders. Then the question of gender concept. The gender concept is same in every language. Male, female and neutral. Here also Pullinga Sabda, they are called Pullinga Sabda, Shabdaha, Strilinga Sabdaha and Napunsakalinga Sabdaha. Lingaha. Lingaha is also Pullinga word. Pullingaha, Strilingaha, Napunsakalingaha. Okay. Then the sentence can be made in three genders, that is Kartrupadam can be used in all the three genders. So Balaha, Ramaha, Saha, etc. are male gender words. Pullinga, Pullingaha, Balaha patati, Ramaha patati, Saha patati. These are the sentence with Pullinga Sabda. Here Balaha is the Pullinga Sabda, patati is the Kriya. So this Pullinga Sabda Kriya, Vakya. Balaha patati, Ramaha patati, Saha patati using Sarvanama. Sarvanama Pullinga Sabda. Saha patati. There are the sentences with Pullinga as Kartrupadam. Then Sita, Balika, Sa are the female gender words. So Strilinga Vakyas are Sita patati, Balika patati, Sa patati. Sa means that lady patati. These are sentences with Strilinga Sabda. This is Kartrupada as Sa, Sarvanam Sabda. So Mitram, Vahanam, Tat, etc. the neutral gender words. So Napunsakalingaha, Mitram Gacchati, Vahanam Gacchati, Tat Gacchati. These are the sentences with Napunsakalinga Sabdaha, Napunsakalingaha words as Kartrupadam. Next question comes to the, hence Kartrupadam in sentence can be from three genders, that is male, female and neutral. That is Pullingaha, Strilingaha and Napunsakalingaha. And this could be Namavachaka Sabdaha, it could be Sarvanama Sabdaha. That is the understanding. The next question comes numbers, Vachanani. So if one person is doing, we say singular. If two persons are doing, it is called dual. If many people are doing, it is plural. Normally in all languages in the world, we have only singular and plural. That's all. Dual usage is hardly there in any language except in Sanskritam and German language. The words used in all languages mostly in two numbers only, is singular and plural. Singular represents one person or item. Plural represents more than one person or item in generally. But whereas in Sanskritam, there are three numbers, singular, dual and plural. In Sanskritam language, in Sanskritam kavyas, in Sanskritam literature, this dual sabdam is frequently used. So that's why Panini has created a separate category for dual sabdam and then created all the kriyas, etc. Also he has created and made the rules for that. So the whole Sanskritam language goes on three number concept always. Anything you learn, three kriyas you have to learn. Three vachanas you have to learn. Like that, you have to learn everywhere. For every word you have to learn Ekvachan Rupam, Trivachan Rupam and Bahuvachan Rupam. corresponding Ekavachan Kriya, Dvivachan Kriya and Bahuvachan Kriya. You have to learn like that. So whereas in Sanskrit there are three numbers, singular, dual and plural. In Sanskritam, if you have it to talk about two persons or two items, we have to use dual number Shabdaha and dual number Kriya Padam verb. So, Ye Akaranta Punlinga Bala Shabdaha. So how do you call this Punlinga Shabdaha? Akaranta Punlinga Akarantaha Punlingaha Bala Shabdaha. That's how we start learning the word in Sanskritam. We cannot just learn Balaha. How it has come also we will say. The root word is Bala. It has got end vowel A and it is Punlinga Shabda. Like that we will learn. So that's way we should, if we learn that way, we will understand the concept easily. Akarantaha Punlingaha Bala Shabdaha. This Bala Shabda is ending with A. It is Linga Swarupam is Punlinga Swarupam and its end Pratipadika Rupam is Bala. But it is used as a singular usage in sentence, you have to use as Balaha. Similarly, when you are using it as Divachanam, use it as Balau. When you are in Bahuvachanam, it becomes Balaha. So you are adding a prachayam there based on the Vyakaran Sutras. That Vyakaran Sutras are called Subantas, but we are not learning in that fashion. But this Balaha Visarga, Balau Au, and Balaha Aha has been formed by a separate Prachaya Swarupam called Subantas. That's when if you learn Panini Vyakana Sutra, they teach you Subantas first and then Tegantas next. They make you by heart that. Then they go ahead with the Kriyapadam. But that needs some more understanding of Sanskritam. That's why we are not going with that. We are using with application only. So just blindly remember, right, as on date, Balaha is singular Sabdaha with Visarga and Bala with Au, that is Bala with Divachan Sabdaha, and Balaha with Aha becomes Bahuvachan Sabdaha for Akaranta Sabdaha. Akaranta Punlinga Bala Sabdaha will have this type of formation of the Ekavachanam, Divachanam and Bahuvachanam. You just try to understand like that and keep it in your mind. Akarantaha Punlingaha Bala Sabdaha Ekavachanam Balau Divachanam Balaha Bahuvachanam. Akarantaha Strilinga Bala Shala Shabdaha Shala singular Shale Divachanam and Shalaha Bahuvachanam plural. So Akarantaha Strilinga Shala Shabdaha Shala Ekavachanam Shale Divachanam Shalaha Bahuvachanam. The Akarantaha Napunsakalingaha Phala Shabdaha. This is Phala is Phalam is singular, Phale is dual, Phalani is plural. So this word, how do you learn? Akarantaha Napunsakalingaha Phala Shabdaha Phalam Ekavachanam Phale Divachanam Phalani Bahuvachanam. So how do we start learning these words now? If we want to learn a Bala Shabdaha, Akarantaha Punlinga Bala Shabdaha Ekavachan Swarupam Balau, Divachan Swarupam Balau, Bahuvachan Swarupam Balaha. So while without telling all these things, how do you start learning by heart in this is like this. Don't by heart, try to understand. Akaranta Punlinga Bala Shabdaha, Balaha Balau Balaha. Akaranta Punlinga Rama Shabdaha, Ramaha Ramau Ramaha. Akaranta Punlinga Vriksha Shabdaha, Vrikshaha Vriksha Vrikshaha. Like that, any word when you are learning, you have to learn in this way. Then you will be able to grasp the subject easily. Then go to the Strilinga Shabdaha, Shala Shabdaha. Let us take Shala Shabdaha, Akaranta Strilinga, Shala Shabdaha, Shala Ekavachanam, Shale Divachanam, Shalaha Bahuvachanam. When you have to read, how do you read this? Akaranta Strilinga, Shala Shabdaha, Shala Shale, Shalaha. Like that we learn. Similarly, Akaranta Punlinga, Napunsaka Shabdaha, Akaranta Punlinga, Napunsaka Shabdaha, Phala Shabdaha. That is Napunsaka Shabdaha. Akaranta Napunsaka Linga, Phala Shabdaha, Ekavachanam Phalam, Divachanam Phale, Bahuvachanam Phalani. Like that we learn. Similarly, Kriyapadam also changes with respect to number and Vachanam. When you are changing the Karta, you have to change the Kriya also. If one person is doing, we will say Ramaha Patati. But many Ramas are doing that Balaha Padati. Say one boy is doing the work. So one boy is reading, then you say Balaha Padati. But many boys are reading, then you say Balaha Patanti. If two boys only reading, then you say Balau Patataha. So the Patati, Patataha, Patanti, three different types of words are Kriyas are there. So we have to learn that form also. So similarly, Kriyapadam also changes with respect to number, Vachanam. So Gachati is Ekavachana Kriyapadam. Gachataha is Dvivachana Kriyapadam. Gachanti is Bahuvachana Kriyapadam. So Gachati Ekavachanam. Gachataha Dvivachanam. Gachanti Bahuvachanam. So now, how do you form this sentence? So for sentence form is the Kriya and the person who is doing that Kriya. The verb, the person who is doing that verb. So the person who is doing that verb is Balaha here. So that is Balaha. Now what the work is doing? Going. What is that going means? Gachati. Balaha Gachati. So Balaha Gachati Ekavachana Vakyam and Balau Gachataha is Dvivachana Vakyam and Balaha Gachanti is Bahuvachana Vakyam. So what is the change in the Kriya here? In Ekavachana Vakyam, Ti has come. In Dvivachana Vakyam, it has come. Taha has come. In Bahuvachana Vakyam, Ti has come. Gachati, Gachataha, Gachanti. When Bala is used as Karta, Balaha, then Gachati will be the Kriya. When Balau is used, the Gachatau will be the Kriya. And Balaha is used, Gachanti will be the Kriya. So you have to make the similarity between the Karta and the Kriya. Kriya and Karta you can say. What Karta you are doing, similarly the Kriya also to be selected. If Bala is doing Gachati, you have to select. If Balau, two people are doing, then you have to do Gachataha, you have to select. And if Balaha are doing, then you have to select the Kriya Gachanti. So what is the difference between Gachati, Gachataha and Gachanti? The Prachayam. The Ti, Taha, Anti. But Gacha is same. Ti is for Ekavachanam, Taha is for Dvivachanam, and Anti is for Ti. Anti is for Bahuvachanam. So that's what you have to grasp. Then the concept of Purushaha. The Kartrupadam has got always Prathama Purusha only. Because a Rama Shabda will be always Pullinga Shabda only. Similarly, Sita Shabda will be always Strilinga Shabda only. It cannot be Aham or it can these things can be, see, once the words used for Kartrupadam can be three persons. First person, second person, and third person. Ramaha, Sita, Mitram, Saha, Sa, Tat, either Namvachakam or Sarvanam Sabdas, all the names, any person, article or subject or nouns, or the word that are used in place of them are pronouns, he, she, it, etc. These are called Prathama Purusha Sabdas. The first person, I in Samskrutam is called as Uttama Purusha. In Sanskritam, that word is Aham. And then the root word is Pratipadika Sabda is Uttama Purusha. In Sabdam is Asma Sabda. Now let us go to the 1 second. Let me go to the, again, here, Purusha we are talking about, right? Or Purusha. Persons, Purusha. So the Purushaha, there will be three Purushaha. As I told earlier, Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, and Uttama Purusha. When you talk about Prathama Purusha, all the nouns and pronouns are Prathama Purusha only. Okay. Nouns and pronouns will be Prathama Purusha only. Or Namvachaka Sabdas and Sarvanam Sabdas are Prathama Purusha only. And then we go to the only one Sarvanam Sabda, that is Uttama Purusha. That is Aham. This Aham Sabdam is Uttama Purusha. In English, it's called I. I is called first person. So Aham is called Uttama Purusha, first person in Samskrutam. The Aham Sabdam, its root word is not Aham. The root word for this is, the root word Pratipadika Sabda for Uttama Purusha in Samskrutam is Asmad Sabda. This Asmad Sabda is the root word for Aham. But Aham is Ekavachan Swarupam, application part of Asmad. Asmad is root word. Just that Bala is the root word for Balaha usage. Please understand this concept. Bala is not the word that is used in the practice. Balaha is used. The Balaha Ekavachan Sabdam of Bala Pradipadika Rupam. Similarly, Aham is used for Uttama Purusha as Ekavachan Sabdam. The root word for that is Asmad Sabdaha. That is pronoun Asmad Sabdaha. That what is end of Asmad? D. Dakaranta Asmad Sabdaha. So, this Dakaranta Asmad Sabdaha is the first person, that is Uttama Purusha in Samskrutam. It's called what? Uttama Purusha. Uttama Purusha is first person in English. Uttama Purusha is the name in Samskrutam. That is, the Shabda is, Uttama Purusha Shabda is Asmat Shabda. This is Sarvanama Swarupaha. Dakarantaha Asmat Shabda. It is used in 3 genders. This Asmat Shabda is used in 3 genders. It can be used in Punlinga, it can be used in Strilinga, it can be used in Naupusakalinga. How? Because when I am saying I could be man, I could be female, I could be male, I could be female, I could be neutral. So that's why this I Shabdam is used in all the 3 lingas, all the 3 genders. Similarly, in Sanskritam also, this Asmat Shabdam is in all the 3 genders. Either you use for a female person, or you use a male person, or a neutral person. This Shabdam is only Aham. So the Aham Shabdam or the root word Asmat Shabdam is Trilingaka Shabdam. This Shabdam, Asmat Shabdam is used in all the 3 lingas. It's not different for different lingas. Aham is for Pullinga, something else for Srilinga, something else for Napusinga. It's not there like that. So, this Uttama Purusha Shabdaha, Asmat Shabdaha, Pullinga Swarupam or Srilinga Swarupam and Napuska Swarupam, any Swarupam is Aham only. So, Asmat Shabdam is Trilingaka Swarupam. So, how do you call this Shabda now? Dhakarantaha Trilingakaha Asmat Shabdaha. Dhakarantaha Trilingakaha Asmat Shabdaha. Ekavachan Swarupam is Aham. So, Divachanam is Avam. That means we two. We have to say we two, we have to say Avam. Then Vayam Shabdaha is we all. I, we two, we all. All the 3 belongs to one category of Shabda, that is Asmat Shabda. So Dakarantaha Trilingakaha Asmat Shabdaha Aham Avam Vayam. Aham Ekavachana Prayogam. Avam is Divachana Prayogam. Vayam is Bahuvachana Prayogam. Just like I and we. I becomes Aham, we becomes Vayam. Now there is extra in Sanskritam is Avam. Aham, Avam, Vayam. Aham Ekavachana Swarupam, I. Avam Divachana Swarupam, that is Avam, we two, and Vayam is we all. Next we will go to the Madhyama Purusha. This is second person, you. The second person, you, in Sanskritam is Madhyama Purusha. It is called Madhyama Purusha. Madhyama Purusha Shabdam is just like Asmat Shabdam. Here is Ishmat Shabdam. This is not, Tvam is the Shabdam actually. Ekavachana Swarupam is Tvam. But what is the root word for this? The root word for this is Ishmat Shabdam. I told root word concept is there for Sanskritam. So the root word concept, the Ashmat Shabdam is the Shabdam, the root Shabdam. From Ishmat, Tvam Ekavachanam is created. So what is the type of Ishmat Shabdam here? It is also Trilingakaha. Why it is Trilingakaha? If I am seeing a male person, I call him Tvam. If you call him as you. If a male person is coming, you. If a female person you are talking, you say you. If you are talking to a neutral person, you say you. So that you is same in all the 3 genders. So that's why it is Trilingaka Shabda. So what is the root word for these 3 Shabdas? Ishmat Shabda. So Ishmat Shabda is Trilingaka Shabda. Ishmat Shabda, what type of Shabda it is? Trilingaka Shabda. Pullinga Shabda. If you say Bala, that is Pullinga Shabda. If it is Sita, it is Trilinga Shabda. You say like that, but this is not like that. This is Trilinga Shabda. In all the 3 linga, it is same. So, How do you call this Shabda? Dakarantaha Trilingakaha Yushmat Shabdaha. Like that we learn this Shabda. Then in singular form, it is Tvam Shabda. In Divachana form, it is Yuvam Shabda, dual form. Yuvam. Tvam, Yuvam, and then Yuyam. Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. There are three forms for this, Ekavachanam, Divachanam, and Bahuvachanam. And when you are using them, you means Tvam you have to use. When you are using you too, you have to say Yuvam. If you are saying you all doing this work, then Yuyam. So Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. How do you learn this Shabda? Dakarantaha, Trilingakaha, Yushmat Shabdaha, Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. So now how you have learned now? Prathama Purush Shabda, how you have learned? Madhyama Purush Shabda, how you have learned? Uttama Purush Shabda, how you have learned? Just to repeat. Akarantaha, Pullingaha, Rama Shabdaha, Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. This is application of Rama Shabda. And then how do you go for Strilinga Shabda? Akarantaha, Strilingaha, Sita Shabdaha, Sita Site Sitaha, Yada Akarantaha, Strilingaha, Rama Shabdaha, Rama Rame Ramaha. Yada Ikarant, otherwise Ikarantaha, different words are there. You have to learn separately. We will learn later. So Akarant Shabda we have learned now. Akarant Pullinga Shabda we have learned. Akarant Strilinga Shabda we have learned. Akaranta Strilinga Shala Shabda Shala Shale Shalaha. Akaranta Pullinga Bala Shabda Balaha Balau Balaha. Akaranta Strilinga Shala Shabda Shala Shale Shalaha. So these are the kartas, Ekavachana, Devachana, Bahuvachana kartas for Pullinga and Strilinga. What about Napunsakalinga? Phala Shabdaha, Akarantaha, Napunsakalingaha, Phala Shabdaha, Phalaha Phale, Phalam Phale, Phalani, Phalam Phale, Phalani. Like that, we learn the Prathama Purush Shabdas. When you come to Madhyama Purush Shabda, how do you learn? Dakarantaha, Trilingakaha, Yushmat Shabdaha, Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. When you come to Uttama Purusha, Dakarantaha, Trilingakaha, Asmat Shabdaha, Aham, Avam, Vayam. So that's how we learn. So now the concept is Anta, end word concept. This you remember now. When you say Rama Shabdaha, what Rama is containing? R plus A, plus A. So the A is end syllable. So you call Rama Shabda is what? Akaranta Shabda. The Rama Shabda is called what? Akaranta Shabda. What is the lingam this word? Pullinga. So Akaranta Pullinga Rama Shabda. That is the way you should learn. Any Shabda when you are learning, you have to learn what is the end vowel in that or end syllable in that. It could be vowel, it could be consonant. So what is the end syllable in that? That you should, anta word concept, anta letter, anta syllable concept. That you should understand. So the Rama Shabda is the concept Akarantaha Pullingaha Shabda, Akaranta Shabda. So the end syllable is A. Similarly, Rama Shabda is Akaranta Shabda, Akaranta Shabda. So this is not Akaranta Shabda. Rama is not Akaranta Shabda. It is Akaranta Shabda. Akarantaha Strilingaha, Rama Shabda. Then Gnanam is Akaranta Shabda. Gnanam. If you say Gnanam, just like Phalam, Gnanam. What is Gnanam Shabdam? Root word Akarantaha, Napunsakalingaha, Napumsakalingaha, Gnana Shabdaha. Okay. So Gnanam is the formation of word for that. Gnanam, Akarant Shabda. Gnana Shabdaha, end syllable is Akaranta. So similarly, when you go to the Sarvanam Shabdaha, the Saha is that person. Sa, that male person. Sa, that female person. Tat, that Napunsaka person. neutral person. So this Shabda is root word. For this Shabda, there is a root word. For Sarvanam Shabda, when it comes, the linga is not fixed. In Namvachika Pada, linga is fixed. Rama Shabda means only Pilinga. Sita Shabda means only Strilinga. But in Sarvanam Shabda, it's not like that. When you are talking, when you are using pronoun for Rama Shabda, you have to use separately. Saha. When you are using for that Rama, that Bala, if you want to say, you have to say Saha Balaha. So Saha is the word for used for Pullinga Rupam. And Sa is used for Strilinga Rupam. Sa Balika, Sa Sita, Sa Rama, Sa Balika, Sa Lata, Sa Gauri. Like that, Sa is to be used if you want to identify a female person. If you want to identify a neutral, Tat Kujyam, Tat Phalam, Tat Pustakam. These are the Napusaka Sabdas. You have to use Tat. So, when you are identifying a male person with Sarvanam Sabda, you are saying Saha. When you are identifying a female person with Sarvanam Sabda, you are saying Sa. When you are identifying a Napusaka Sabdam, Napusaka person with a Sarvanam Sabdam, you are saying Tat. These three belong to one category, that is Dakaranta Tat Sabda, which talks about a distant person. That boy, that balika, that girl, that item. That boy, that ball, that boy, that girl, or that book, or that phalam, that fruit. So for that you are using that a distant one you are talking. That distant one what you are talking is Dakaranta Tatsabda. Dakaranta Tatsabda for Pullinga Swarupam is Saha, for Strilinga Swarupam is Sa, for Napunsam is Tat. But now we have to learn three lingas, this one. Saha Sabdasya Trilinga Rupas we have to learn. Sa Sabdas Trilinga Rupas we have to learn. And Tat Sabdas Trilinga Rupas we have to learn. I will teach you later, that one. Okay, all the three Sabdas are all three nouns and pronouns. So this is for Sarvanam Sabda. We'll have Dakarantaha, Trilingakaha, Dakarantaha, Tat Sabdaha, Dakarantaha Tat Sabdaha, Pullinga Swarupam Saha, Strilinga Swarupam Sa, Napunsaka Swarupam Tat. That's what we have to remember. Okay. Now, if you have got any doubts, please raise your hands. Otherwise, I will continue the lesson. Please, any doubts are there? Raise your hands and clear your doubts here. We have got my lecture time is over, but still I can continue if you don't have any doubts. Another 15 minutes. Please raise your hands, and if any doubts are there up to this point, please ask me now. You can ask later also, but this is the time for asking doubts. Any confusion is there on this concept of Purusha, Linga, Ekavachana, Divachana, Bahuvachana?
Yeah, Vidyadharji, you can ask your question.
नमस्कार सर।
Namaste.
सर संस्कृत लैंग्वेज है, मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती थी जब मैंने पढ़ी थी 8th क्लास तक।
Yeah, please come to the question, please. Please come to the question. Let us not waste time. Okay. बोलिए।
सर क्या हिंदी से भी थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ा सकते हैं? इंग्लिश मेरे लिए 5 टाइम मुश्किल हो रही है सर, थोड़ा बहुत आप हिंदी मिक्स कर सकते
क्या
हैं?
मुश्किल हो रहा है आपको?
हाँ सर।
क्या सब्जेक्ट आपको समझ में नहीं आया है, बताइए।
सर मेरे लिए हिंदी बड़ा कंफर्टेबल है, समझ में आ रही है, बट मेरे को 5 टाइम एफर्ट डालना पड़ रहा है।
हिंदी सबको नहीं आता है, वो मुश्किल हो जाता है, फिर वो लोग बोलने लगेगा। अभी आजकल हमारा प्रारब्ध ऐसा हो गया है, हमको अंग्रेजी यूज करना ही पड़ता है। आंग्ल भाषा बिना अभी मुश्किल है लोगों को समझाना, इसलिए आंग्ल भाषा में चला रहे हैं। हिंदी भाषा में भी चलाएंगे, आरंभ करेंगे, तब हिंदी भाषा में
वही कंसर्न था सर
हिंदी
मेरा।
भाषा में समझाएंगे।
मेरा यही कंसर्न था सर कि हम तो पैदा हुए तब से हिंदी ही पढ़ रहे हैं।
ठीक है, मगर हिंदी कोर्स चालू करेंगे तब पुनः आ जाइए आप।
थोड़ा थोड़ा बीच में सर आप वो रखेंगे तो
ना
मतलब
मैं बताऊंगा, मुझे कुछ मुश्किल नहीं है, मैं बोल सकता
हाँ
हूँ। मैं ये
हाँ,
बोल रहा हूँ, यहाँ जहाँ जहाँ आपको समझ में नहीं आया मुझे बोलिए, कौन सा सब्जेक्ट समझ में नहीं आया बताता हूँ हिंदी में अभी।
मेरे मेरे अंग्रेजी नहीं समझ में आई सर।
नहीं, वो बात सही हो, छोड़ दीजिए। अभी जो पढ़ाया पढ़ाया है उसमें क्या सब्जेक्ट समझ में नहीं आया ये बताइए मेरे को।
सर मेरे अंग्रेजी नहीं
बिल्कुल
समझ
कुछ
में
भी
आई तो
नहीं
फिर आगे वाली चीज तो कैसे समझ में आएगी?
आ जाएगा। इस भाग में क्या समझ में नहीं
तो
आया ये बताइए ना।
आप सर हिंदी थोड़ी ठीक बोल रहे हैं, थोड़ी थोड़ी मिक्स कर दीजिएगा, ये रिक्वेस्ट है मेरी।
नहीं, ऐसा बात मुश्किल हो जाता है, कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है लोगों को। ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए। ऐसा बात बात करना है तो हिंदी में बात करो, नहीं तो तेलुगु में बात करो, नहीं तो संस्कृत में बात करो, और आंग्ल आंग्ल में बात करो। ऐसा 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला में बताना है तो आपको बहुत टाइम लगता है।
बस
मिला के
मेरी
बात
ये
करने के तो
रिक्वेस्ट थी
कंफ्यूजन
सर।
हो जाता है। आप कौन सा सब्जेक्ट समझ में नहीं आया ये बताइए ना। लिंग बारे में समझ में नहीं आया, वचन बारे में समझ नहीं आया, क्या समझ में नहीं आया आपको ये बताइए मेरे
सर
को।
सर मीडियम नहीं समझ में आया मेरे, मीडियम जिस मीडियम में आप समझाना चाह रहे हैं।
आपको लिंग बारे में समझा है कि नहीं आया, समझ पाया? पुल्लिंग
सर
स्त्रीलिंग शब्द क्या होता है
सर
समझ
मैं
में आया
शायद
नहीं आया?
सर मैं शायद आपको कुछ कन्विंस नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ सर। जिस लैंग्वेज में आप समझा रहे हैं वही मेरे समझ में नहीं आएगी तो मैं
ठीक
क्या
है।
समझूंगा आप क्या समझा रहे हैं
या- मैं अब हिंदी में
उसमें।
बात कर रहा हूँ ना मैं अभी। अभी मैं हिंदी में
हाँ
बात
हिंदी
कर
में तो
रहा हूँ।
सर मैं परफेक्ट हूँ, हिंदी में
अभी
सब
मैं
कुछ
जो
समझ में
बात
आता है।
किया है, मैं जो समझा है क्या समझ में नहीं? आप इंग्लिश आप जानते हो, नहीं जानते हो बिल्कुल?
सर इंग्लिश इंग्लिश जानता हूँ पर उसमें मेरा
या इंग्लिश
परफेक्शन
जानता
नहीं
है तो
है।
इंग्लिश में जो बताया क्या समझ में नहीं आया आपको ये बताइए मेरे को। इंग्लिश में सुना थे आप
सर
इंग्लिश में
इंग्लिश
आंग्ल
में
भाषा में सुना सुना था ना?
सर
कौन सा
मैं
सब्जेक्ट समझ
मुझे
में नहीं आया?
सर मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं आपको शायद
ठीक है,
समझा
छोड़िए।
नहीं पा रहा हूँ।
इसमें डिस्कस करने कुछ फायदा नहीं है। अगर आपको हिंदी में सुनना है तो हिंदी भाषा में हम चालू करेंगे, तब पुनः ज्वाइन कीजिए आप। अभी आंग्ल भाषा में समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ मैं। आंग्ल भाषा में आप समझ में नहीं आया था, जहाँ जहाँ समझ में नहीं आया था तहाँ तहाँ पूछिए मेरे को। यहाँ समझ में नहीं आया सब हैंड रेज कीजिए तुरंत। मैं वचन के बारे में बात किया, जब वचन बारे में बात, मैं संस्कृत में बात कर रहा हूँ। एक्चुअली आई एम यूजिंग संस्कृत वर्ड्स, आई एम नॉट यूजिंग हिंदी वर्ड्स और इंग्लिश वर्ड्स। सो यहाँ वचना वचना नहीं जानते हैं आप, वचना हिंदी ओनली। लिंग नहीं जानते, लिंग हिंदी हिंदी ओनली। मैं लिंग यूज किया है।
सर मैं जानता हूँ, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि मुझे मल्टीपल टाइम एफर्ट लगाना पड़ रहा है। अगर थोड़ा हिंदी मिक्स
लगाना
कर
पड़
दिया
रहा है
जाए
साहब।
तो मुझे।
आप आंग्ल भाषा कोर्स में आया ना, तो लगाना पड़ता है।
तो थोड़ा सा सर आप भी एफर्ट लगा लेंगे हिंदी में तो वो हो जाएगा, बैलेंस हो जाएगा।
मैं अभी इंग्लिश और संस्कृत में पढ़ा रहा हूँ अभी। अभी इंग्लिश और संस्कृत में पढ़ा रहा हूँ, हिंदी नहीं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, समझिए आप।
नहीं सर, हिंदी हिंदी कम्युनिकेशन के लिए बोल रहा हूँ मैं, पढ़ने के लिए नहीं।
संस्कृत भारती का।
Vidyadarji, please, no, this is English medium, no? Please respect that and
I know sir, I know, I am just requesting, I know sir, I know.
sir, we'll continue with the lesson, please. Prabhakaraji, please continue, sir.
Okay, you don't have any doubt. You didn't understand anything now. Can I say like that? आपको कुछ भी समझ नहीं आया, समझ में नहीं आया? Can I say ऐसा ऐसा समझूं क्या मैं?
नहीं
विद्याधर
ऐसा
जी।
नहीं है सर, कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आया है।
हाँ, सो इसे क्या
समझ में
समझ में
तो
नहीं आया ये बताइए ना। आप क्यों अननेसेसरली डिस्कस कर रहे हैं हिंदी हिंदी बोल के? आप क्या समझ में नहीं आया ये बताइए। लेट अस यूज द टाइम प्रॉपरली, लेट अस नॉट वेस्ट आवर
सर,
टाइम। What you are not
सर मैं
understood in this subject today? You tell me that. आपको क्या
सर मैं
समझ में
टाइम
नहीं आया? कुछ
सर
भी समझ में
आप
नहीं
जिस
आया ये बताइए।
लैंग्वेज
मैं
में
कुछ भी
समझा
समझ नहीं
रहे
आया
हैं
था।
वो मेरे लिए मुश्किल हो रही है सर। आप नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं मैं क्या पूछना चाह रहा हूँ। आपका मीडियम ही
I
मेरे
think,
लिए
yeah,
कंफर्टेबल नहीं है, वहां दिक्कत हो
Prabhakar Rao
रही है।
garu, please,
हाँ
please
ठीक।
let me come in. विद्यासागर जी, ये हम
हाँ
बाद
सर।
में डिस्कस करेंगे, अभी नहीं। ये आप भी समझ रहे हो कि ये कई नतीजे पे नहीं पहुंच रहा है। सो लेट द क्लास गो ऑन, लेटर विल डिस्कस।
ठीक है,
ओके,
कोशिश करते हैं सिद्धार्थ
थैंक
जी,
यू।
कोशिश करते हैं। मगर मुश्किल है ऐसा। 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला में बात समझाना मुश्किल है। अगर आप हमको हमको हिंदी में बताना है तो हिंदी भाषा का हम आरंभ करेंगे, उस टाइम में अच्छा समझ में आएगा आपको।
Okay, Prabhakar, okay, you can carry on with the
क्रियापदम,
class.
एनी अदर डाउट? एनी अदर डाउट एनीबडी?
No one has raised any doubts.
ठीक है,
Then,
तो क्रियापदम, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट क्रियापदम.
yeah, we have 10 more minutes. Okay.
Okay, whenever the kriyapadam is prathama purusha, then the corresponding kriyapadam in the vyakarana prarthana purusha kriyapadam only to be used. Prathama kriya purusha kriyapadam only to be used. So the kriyapadam prathama purusha. Kriyapadam in the vyakarana prathama purusha kriyapadam only to be used. Similarly, if kartrupadam in madhyama purusha, then kriyapadam to be used madhyama purusha only. Accordingly, Uttama Purusha Kriyapadam is there, Kartrupadam is there, then Uttama Purusha Kriyapadam to be used. So, in a sentence, Kartrupadam will be there, Kriyapadam will be there. In a sentence, Karta will be there, Kriya will be there. If Karta is Prathama Purusha, then Kriya also should be in Prathama Purusha. If Karta is in Madhyama Purusha, Kriya also should be in Madhyama Purusha. If Karta is in Uttama Purusha, Kriya also should be in Uttama Purusha. Kriyapadam, Kartrupadam, प्रथम पुरुष है तो क्रियापदम भी प्रथम पुरुष होना चाहिए, ऐसा बोलना चाहते हैं आप. कर्तृपदम मध्यम पुरुष है तो क्रियापदम भी मध्यम पुरुष होना चाहिए. क्रियापदम कर्तृपदम उत्तम पुरुष है तो क्रियापदम भी उत्तम पुरुष होना चाहिए. इसका मतलब यह है कि कर्तृपदम भी क्रियापदम भी तीनों पुरुषों में होंगे. Kartrupadam, if Kartrupadam is I, then is Uttama Purusha, that is Aham. If Kartrupadam is Tvam, that is Madhyama Purusha. If Kartrupadam is any other name, that is Prathama Purusha. So when you are using I, Aham Shabdam, you have to use Uttama Purusha Kriya, that is corresponding to the I, Aham. When you are using you or Tvam, you have to use Madhyama Purusha Kriya, that is different Kriya. And when you are using Prathama Purusha, Rama, Bala, like that, or Saha, Sa, Tat, like that, then you have to use Prathama Purusha Kriya. So that means it gives a meaning that all the words are all the three Purushas, and all similarly, all the Kriyas will be in three Purushas. Kartrupadam api तीनों पुरुषों में होंगे और क्रियापदम भी तीनों पुरुषों में होंगे, इति समझना चाहिए. ठीक है. सो प्रथम पुरुष क्रियापदम पठति, द मध्यम पुरुष क्रियापदम विल बी पठसि एंड उत्तम पुरुष क्रियापदम विल पठामि. यदि वयम प्रथम पुरुष शब्दम यूज करेंगे तो पठति क्रिया आगच्छति. यदि वयम मध्यम पुरुष शब्द क्रियापदम त्वम यूज करेंगे तो पठसि आगच्छति. यदि वयम उत्तम पुरुष क्रियापदम यूज करेंगे उपयोग करेंगे तो पठामि आगच्छति. अस्तु. तो यदा पुरुषा तरीका से हम पुरुषा उपयोग करके हम पठा समझना चाहिए तो then Vakyani according to Purusha are, the sentences are like this. How the sentences are formed according to Purusha. What is the Prathama Purusha sentence? What is second Madhyama Purusha sentence? What is the Uttama Purusha sentence? If you want to understand this concept, then you have to understand the Balaha, Balika, Vahanam. This Balaha is Pullinga word, Balika, Strilinga, Vahanam, Napunsaka. Sarvanam, Namvachaka Shabda. Then Sarvanam Shabda, Saha Pullinga, Sa Strilinga, Tat Napusaka. but Kriya Padam is Gachati. This Gachati, you add to these things. इसको मिला के हम वाक्य करना पड़ेगा. So we have to add this Gachati to the Kriya Padams, Kartu Padams and make the sentence. Balaha, Balika, Vahanam, Saha, Sa, Tat, Gachati. So, Tvam Gachasi. Bala, Aham Gachami. This is Uttam Madhyam Purusha and Uttam Purusha. Tvam Gachasi. When you are using Tvam, it is not Gachati, it is Gachasi. When you are using Aham Uttam Purusha, it is not Gachati, it is Gachami. So the Kriya Padam is changing. So Bahuvachana Vakyani will be as follows. Balaha, Balikaha, Vahanani, Te, Taha, Tani. अर्थात सह शब्द बाला शब्द से बहुवचनम बालाः, बालिका शब्द से बहुवचनम बालिकाः, वाहनम शब्द से बहुवचनम वाहनानि, सह शब्द से बहुवचनम ते, सा शब्द से बहुवचनम ताः, तत् शब्द से बहुवचनम तानि. सो बालाः, बालिकाः, वाहनानि बहुवचन शब्दानि, ते, ताः, तानि बहुवचन शब्दानि. Kriya Rupam Gachanti. For all these things, the Kriya Rupam is Gachanti only. If for all Ekavachana Saddam, Balaha, Balika, Vahanam, Saha, Sa, Tat, the Kriya Rupam is Gachati. For Bahuvachana Sabdas, Balaha, Balikaha, Vahanani, Te, Taha, Tani, Kriya Rupam is Gachanti. So, Balaha Gachati, Balika Gachati, Vahanam Gachati, Saha Gachati, Sa Gachati, Tat Gachati. Vakyani. Then Balaha Gachanti, Balikaha Gachanti, Vahanani Gachanti, Te Gachanti, Taha Gachanti, Tani Gachanti. Then Divachanam. Yuvam Gachataha. Yuvam Gachataha. Yuvam Gachataha is the Gachatha is the Bahuvachana Sabdam. Yuyam Gachata. Yuyam Gachata. Yuyam is Bahuvachana Sabdam. For Madhyam Purusha. For Tvam, Yuyam is Madhyam Purusha. What is the Kriya Padam for here? Gachatha. So, Madhyam Purusha Bahuvachanam, Yuyam Gachata. Ekavachanam, what you learned here? Gachasi we learned earlier. Ekavachanam we learned Gachasi. Tvam Gachasi we learned. So, Tvam Gachasi has become now Yuyam Gachatha. Bahuvachana Prayogam. So, when Aham Gachami, Ekavachana Prayogam. Vayam Gachamaha, Bahuvachana Prayogam. So, now we'll understand this table. Dhatuhu, Pat. Pat is the Dhatu. Then Parasmapadi Rupam. And Vartamana Kala Rupam. Vartamana Kalaha. So Vachanam, Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. This is the heading. Purushaha, Prathama Purushaha. Madhyama Purushaha, Uttama Purushaha. So Prathama Purushaha, Madhyama Purushaha, Uttama Purushaha. Parasmapadi Dhatu, Vartamana Kala Karam. Ekavachanam is Patati. Divachanam is Patataha. Bahuvachanam is Patanti. So, if we are using Prathama Purusha Shabdaha, Prayogam Karoti Chet, Patati Ekavachanam Swarupam, Patataha Divachan Swarupam, Patanti Bahuvachan Swarupam. Madhyama Purusha Shabdam, if we are using it, that is Tvam, Patasi Ekavachan Swarupam, Yuvam Patataha, Yuyam Patata. Uttama Purusha Swarupam, Aham Patami, Avam Patavaha, Vayam Patamaha. So now, this is for Parasmapadi Dhatu, because Pat is a Parasmapadi Dhatu. What are the Pratyayas come here? Patati Ti, Patataha Taha, Patanti Anti. Ti has come. Then Patasi, Patataha, Patatha. Patami, Patavaha, Patamaha. Ami has come, Avaha has come, Amaha has come. So Pratyam, this Pratyam has come. Tha. So now when you are going to the Atmanepadi dhatu, this one dhatu is Atmanepad dhatu, different type of dhatu. Phat is the Parasmepad dhatu. For that this type of kriyas have come. ऐसा क्रिया बनाया था. परस्मैपदी धातु से एक क्रिया बनाया था. एकवचन क्रिया पठति, द्विवचन क्रिया पठतः, बहुवचन क्रिया पठन्ति. कर्ता राम बाल तथैव. प्रथम पुरुष शब्दानि. प्रथम पुरुष शब्दानि का शब्दाः प्रयोगं पठति, पठतः, पठन्ति से वयं कुर्मः. वयं कुर्मः. Then मध्यम पुरुष शब्द से पठसि, पठतः, पठता. त्वं पठसि, युवां पठतः, यूयं पठता. So this is different. And उत्तम पुरुष अहं पठामि, आवां पठावः, वयं पठामः. परन्तु वयं यदा आत्मनेपदी धातु स्वीकुर्मः चेत् वन्द इज आत्मनेपद धातु, परस्मैपदी नास्ति. दिस इज द डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ धातु. सो वन्द धातु स्वीकुर्मः चेत् अहम प्रथम पुरुष शब्दः एकवचन प्रयोगं वन्दते प्रयोगं कर्तुम् आवश्यकं. सो द्विवचनं स्वीकुर्मः चेत् वन्देते, टेक वन्देते पर द्विवचन कर्ता. पर बहुवचन कर्ता के लिए वन्दन्ते, वी हैव टू टेक वन्दन्ते पर बहुवचन कर्ता. पर मध्यम पुरुष वन्दसे, वन्देथे, वन्दद्वे. वन्दसे, वन्देथे, एथे, अद्वे, वन्दद्वे. This is for tvam, yuvam, yuyam. Then Uttama Purusha, Vande, Vandavahe, Vandamahe. This is for aham, avam, vayam. So like this, we have to understand. This is the, here we will stop here. Now time is over. We will go to the next chapter, next class. When is my next class? I hope next Friday. Next Friday is what? Which date? Next Friday is 24th plus 7, 31st. 31st October, yes. 31st October class. We will start 31st October class here. Third lesson at this place. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mahavidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. सत्यं वद धर्मं चरा सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु. ओम यं वैदिका मंत्रदृशः पुराणाः इंद्रं यमं मातरिस्वानमाहुः वेदान्तिनो निर्वचनीयमेकं यं ब्रह्मशब्देन विनिर्दिशन्ति शैवायमीशं शिवैश्च वोचन् यं वैष्णवा विष्णुरिति स्तुवन्ति बुद्धस्तदार्हन्निति बौद्धजैनाः सत्श्री अकालेति च सिक्खसन्तः शास्तेति केचित् प्रकृतिकुमारः स्वामीति मातेति पितेति भक्त्या यं प्रार्थयन्ते जगतीसितारं स एक एव प्रभुरद्वितीयः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु. धन्यवाद.
ధన్యవాదాలు ప్రభాకర్ రావు గారు. Now I request వెంకటనారాయణ గారు to do the స్వస్తి ప్రార్థన.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तान् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. काले वर्षतु पर्जन्य पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्रा पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधना सदना सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं. सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. स्वस्ति.
ధన్యవాదాలు వెంకటనారాయణ గారు. Thank you very much. Now we raise for the national anthem, please. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तब जय गाथा। जनगण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। जय हिंद जय हिंद।